What's up everybody, Kyler1000 here. Welcome back to another video. Today we have my Dominion 2019 predictions, so let's head straight into it. First up, we have the brand new IWGP United States Champion Jon Moxley versus the young lion Shota Umino. I know I didn't do reactions to Best Super Junior Cup finals, but I'm gonna talk about it. Moxley and Juice had a fantastic matchup there. So yeah, Moxley had a great debut in New Japan, and putting him up against a young lion in Shota Umino will be a big test for Umino. I can see it being a very similar matchup to the Juice one, where it's kind of more of a brawl than a technical matchup. But yeah, but because he's going up against a young lion, my prediction obviously will go. I'm excited to see more Moxley in New Japan after that great matchup with Juice. So yeah, I see this going along the same lines as kind of a brawl. And my pick to win this match, it's non-title of course, is the IWGP United States Champion Jon Moxley. Then we have Shingo Takagi versus Satoshi Kojima. Of course, the Dragon Takagi, runner-up in this year's Best of Super Junior, after running through the whole A block undefeated, did lose to Will Ospreay in the finals in a match of the year contender. Meltzer gave it like 5 3/4 stars. It was phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, get on New Japan World and watch it. It was fantastic. He's moving up to a heavyweight. Well, he's not moving up to a heavyweight, but he's facing off against a heavyweight in Kojima. And I hope this is Takagi moving up, into a heavyweight. He is a big lad for a junior, and he's kind of done everything in the junior except win the title, so maybe he could go. But I feel like Shingo doesn't need to win the junior heavyweight title. I think he could do a good job as a heavyweight, and I'd like to see him in the G1. So hopefully this is to test Takagi as a heavyweight, and I think he'll get the win and move up from the junior heavyweight division by beating Kojima, and then maybe moving on to the Never division, kind of because that's where the Never Openweight division is. Juniors and heavyweights can face each other in that. So have him go with maybe win the Never title in the future. It's part of his transition up. But yeah, my prediction for this one is Shingo Takagi to beat the leader of Bread Club. I love Kojima, but I think he'll be used to help push Takagi up into heavyweight. So my prediction for this one, the Dragon, Shingo Takagi. Match 3 is Suzuki-gun's leader Minoru Suzuki teaming up with Zack Sabre Jr. against Jushin Thunder Liger and Yoshihashi. Again, this is building off the Best of the Super Junior finals, where Yoshihashi got the win for his team over Suzuki-gun. And during the match, Suzuki and Liger kept going at it. They were brawling after the bell, and Sabre and Yoshihashi were kind of fighting over the Rev Pro title, the British Heavyweight Championship. Like, Zack was kind of holding it up in front of Hashi's face. So this match is kind of just to build to those two singles matches in the future. My guess is like what I think is why this match is happening, and yeah, so it's kind of how New Japan works. The lower tier tag matches are used to set up future matchups. I think Suzuki-gun will get the win in this one. As I have mentioned earlier, they did lose to Liger and Yoshihashi's team at the Best of the Super Juniors finals, so I think they'll get the win here, kind of to build up those two feuds. I cannot wait for Suzuki and Liger one-on-one. Hopefully it happens down the line. Hopefully it happens at Royal Quest, because I'll be there. But it'll probably happen during the G1, probably the first night in Dallas. So yeah, I think Suzuki-gun will win this one because they did lose at the Best of Super Juniors. And I don't think Liger and Suzuki will be involved in the finish. I think it'll be Zack Sabre Jr. tapping out Yoshihashi. So, yes, Suzuki-gun to beat Hashi and Liger via Zack Sabre Jr. submission is what my prediction is. Then we have 6-man tag team action as Taguchi teams up with Juice Robinson and Hiroshi Tanahashi to challenge the Bullet Club team of Taiji Ishimori, Chase Owens and Switchblade Jay White. Of course, Jay White and Tanahashi had a great match up at the Best of the Super Junior finals, defeating with Jay White getting the win on that night. And of course, as I did mention earlier, Juice had a fantastic matchup against Moxley, so which he did lose as well, which is making me lean towards the face team on this one. I think Tanahashi will get the win and kind of continue on his feud with Jay White. Maybe I think Juice could do with picking up the win, maybe, even though he did have a great matchup. I feel like he could be the one to pick up the win for his team, maybe pinning Chase Owens. That's probably the way I see it going, with Juice pinning Chase. This should be a fun matchup. Expect a lot of interference on the Bullet Club team from Jado and Gedo, which maybe Bullet Club might steal another one. Maybe Jay White will steal another one from Tanahashi. No, I'm going to stick with my original, going to stick with my guns, and I'm going to say the face team of Taguchi, Tanahashi and Juice Robinson beat the Bullet Club team of Jay White, Chase Owens and Ishimori. Maybe Tanahashi and Jay White are trading blows on the outside and Juice hits Pulp Friction on Chase to get the win for the faces. Moving on then to match number 5, it's the Never Openweight Championship match. Tomohiro Ishii challenges the reigning champion Taichi. This one I can see going either way. This is Taichi's first defense of the title since winning it from Jeff Cobb. So I don't really know which way this is going to go. I love Tomohiro Ishii, he's one of my favourites. So just based off that, I'm going to have to go with Ishii. Expect this to be kind of a hard-hitting matchup. It's Ishii's way. But I don't know what's making me think maybe Taichi will win. It's because it's Taichi and he always finds a sneaky way to get the win. So, I don't know which way this is going to go. So I'm just going to go with Tomohiro Ishii to once again become Never Openweight Champion. And then imagine Shingo does... I want Ishii to win and then Shingo move up and start challenging for the Never Openweight Championship. That's what I really want. So my and I'd just thinking of it, Shingo versus Ishii, because I did say in Shingo's match that I want him to move up to heavyweight, maybe through the Never division. So with that being said, Tomohiro Ishii retains, and then in the future he'll go on and defend it against the Dragon Shingo Takagi. So my prediction, Tomohiro Ishii will defeat Taichi to become the Never Openweight Champion. We also have G.O.D., the Gorillas of Destiny, Tangaloa and Tama Tonga defending the IWGP Tag Team Championships against Los Ingobernables de Japón, Evil and Sonata. Big fan of both these teams, two of the best teams in the world at the moment. It's hard to call this one. I can see both teams winning, but who's going to walk out with the belts? I'm going to have to say the Gorillas of Destiny. I don't know why, but I'm just leaning more towards G.O.D. in this one. This will be a fantastic matchup. These two teams have had many matchups in the past and were fantastic. So expect a great matchup between Evil and Sonata and G.O.D. But yeah, I'm just leaning more towards the Gorillas of Destiny in this one. So my pick, and to retain the IWGP Tag Team Championships, Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, the Gorillas of Destiny, of course, representing the Bullet Club. Up next, we have the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. The reigning champion Dragon Lee defending against the best of the Super Juniors winner Will Ospreay, and of course I've already mentioned how great that Will Ospreay and Shingo Takagi match was. Expect this match to be great as well. Will Ospreay is fantastic. He's one of, if not the best in the world. Just watch that Shingo match and then watch this match, because I'm sure Will Ospreay and Dragon Lee will both go out there to steal the show. And I said Will's fantastic, so is Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee is one of the best junior heavyweights in the world as well. That is why he is the current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He is fantastic. And I'm torn for this one. I want Will Ospreay to... I think Will Ospreay will win, building up on the momentum of being the first person in New Japan to defeat Shingo. I think he will win. But I'd also love for Dragon Lee to retain it, and then when Hiromu Takahashi comes back, because unfortunately Hiromu got injured in a match with Dragon Lee. Hiromu's the one who comes back and dethrones Dragon Lee after coming back from injury. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Will Ospreay though. I think it's where they will go. And I kind of think it's where they should go if Hiromu's not coming back, because as I did say, he had a fantastic matchup on the 5th against Shingo in the Best of Super Junior Finals. First person to pin or even defeat Shingo in a New Japan ring. So building up on that momentum, Will Ospreay will become once again the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Then we have a match that will probably steal the show. These two men always do. Tatsuya Naito challenges Kota Ibushi for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. This one is hard to call. I can see both men winning, and I can see both men losing. Well, obviously, if I see both men losing, I see both men winning. If I see both men win, I see both men losing as well. But the reason is, I can see both these men winning the G1, and I just don't know how to go about it. Of course, Naito wants to win it because he wants to be a dual champion. And of course, Ibushi wants to fight for the honor of the Intercontinental title. So it can go either way. I'm gonna predict Tatsuya Naito wins the Intercontinental title here, and I'm gonna predict that he tells truth. He has a good G1, and it's looking like he's gonna achieve his goal of becoming a dual champion, of holding both the IWGP World title and the IWGP Intercontinental title at the same time. But he's not gonna win the G1. Because I think Kota Ibushi will drop the title here and go on and win the G1, and then possibly win the world title at Wrestle Kingdom. The reason I don't think they'll have the champion versus champion at Wrestle Kingdom, even though it will be a big match, is because Wrestle Kingdom, well, I don't know, I think it's Wrestle Kingdom's over 2 days, but it might be a dash in the New Year's dash in the Dome, but I think it's 2 Wrestle Kingdoms. I'm not too sure. I'll have to double check that. But yeah, January 4th and 5th, New Japan are running the Dome twice. So I can see the IC title, because it is the second biggest title in New Japan after the world title. For the heavyweights anyway, I'd probably say prestige wise it will be the junior heavyweight title. He's looking at here, there's been 84 junior heavyweight champions, and Kota Ibushi's Dragon Lee's the 84th junior champion, and Kota's the 21st Intercontinental champion. So kind of prestige wise, well, there's only been 69 heavyweight champions, but you know what I mean. I don't know, I can see the IC title maybe main eventing the first night of Wrestle Kingdom, or maybe the second night if they want the world title first. I can see the IC title being held by Tetsuya Naito main eventing one of them. So yeah, and then Kota Ibushi versus probably Okada then the next night or the night before. whatever way they do it, for the world title. So for this match, I'm predicting Kota Ibushi to lose his IWGP Heavyweight Intercontinental Championship, just because I want him to win the G1, and I think Naito will kind of hold the IC title throughout the G1, have a good G1, come close, and kind of play off the fact that he wanted to be a dual champion. Then it's time for the main event. The Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada defends his IWGP Heavyweight Championship against the Painmaker Chris Jericho, Y2J, Lionheart, whatever you want to call him, Dia Alpha. Chris Jericho challenges Okada in the main event for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And for me, as much as I'd like to possibly see Chris Jericho walk out with the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, I don't think he will. And I know me saying this, it's because he's an AEW guy, and I don't know how much he'll be around, even though Moxley is the United States champ. I think Moxley will be around more throughout the summer than Jericho. Jericho, I think, will only do some select appearances because he'll have stuff with Fozzy and all. I don't think he'll be on as many shows as Moxley is. So just based on that, I don't think they'd put the belt on Jericho. And yeah, because apparently they're only, well, Moxley anyway is probably only doing New Japan up until AEW start airing weekly TV on TNT. So just based off that, I'm going to have to say the Rainmaker. And I want Okada to win. As much as I'd like to see Jericho hold the belt, Okada has only really won it back at the G1 Super Show. And this is what, his second defense in this reign. And I know he did have a long reign the last time, but he's the Rainmaker. And yeah, I see him holding the belt until probably Wrestle Kingdom, where, as I have said in the last match, hopefully he loses it then to Kota Ibushi. On just thinking of Ibushi Okada, that'll be a fantastic matchup. But yeah, Jericho and Okada will probably be a good matchup as well. I think it will be. So yeah, I'm just gonna predict Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, makes it rain on the Painmaker and retains his IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And that's going to be it for this video. Let me know in the comment section below what match you're most looking forward to for Dominion, and let me know some of your predictions. What ones do you agree and differ from me on? Smash that like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one.